half of the PRs landing in your repo weren't written by your teammates anymore. They were written by agents, and they look great. Clean naming, tidy structure, test coverage is 100%. And if you review them line by line, staring at the files, scrolling until your eyes glaze over, you will approve a beautiful code that is confidently wrong. I used to spend an hour per PR and still let the broken logic through. Now I review one PR in about 15 minutes and catch more bugs and errors, including the AI-generated bullshit. And in this video, I'm going to share my code review workflow with you. So keep watching. Imagine a PR that is 300 lines across 12 files. What will happen if I review it from top to bottom? First file, a config change. Okay. Second file is some CSS. Fine. And the third file is a database migration. And by the file 8, my brain is soup. But that's where the actual logic lives and bugs are hiding. But no one already pays attention. So line-by-line reviews have three problems. First, you review PRs in the alphabetical file order, and it's never the logical order of the change. Second, you burn your attention on trivial things first, formatting, naming, imports, and get to the risky code when you're tired. And the third, you review diff, not the actual change. The diff shows you what moved around, but it doesn't show you what the code does. And AI-generated PRs make all three things worse. If you see a sloppy code written by a human, that's actually a signal that the author rushed through the change. But the agent code has no tells. It's polished, it's 2-3 times bigger than code that human would write, and every line looks trustworthy. Line-by-line reviews good for spotting a human error, but it's useless against the confident AI-generated code. So here is what I do instead. Before I open a single file, I ask a question: what this PR is supposed to do? I read the description and the linked ticket, and then I read commit messages in the order, because a good commit history is a story that an author narrates to you. And if commits are work in progress to fix, that's my first review comment, and it tells me to slow down, because it means that author probably doesn't have a clear mental model of their own change. 2 minutes here save me 20 minutes of confused scrolling. And next, I categorize all files into 3 buckets, without reading the code yet. First bucket is the core logic, the reason PR exists. Second is plumbing, imports, config, types. And the third bucket is noise, formatting, log files, generated code. So in this 300 lines PR, the logic lives in 60 lines. And that's where my fresh attention goes. Everything else I just glance over. So sort by risk, not by path. A one-line change in auth middleware outranks 200 lines of new tests. Now the third part, a bit controversial one. I check out the branch and run code before reviewing the PR. And there are 2 reasons why I do that. First, half of the PR comments become unnecessary when you see the thing is working or not working. Second, this flips your brain from thinking, does this code looks right, to does this behavior make sense? And this is what actually matters. And that's where I let AI to review the code. But I don't just ask, tell me if this code is good. I ask specific questions to trace the data flow through the changes and flag anything that touches the state, input-output, or error handling. And before you tell me, why don't you let AI agent to review the whole thing? The agent does not know what this PR is for. It sees the code, but it didn't see it through your refinement. It can't tell you if the code solves the wrong problem. And the second is, AI reviews are agreeable by default. If your ticket does not clearly imply an edge case, AI most likely will miss it, just because the code looks alright. It also reviews only what's there and not what's missing. If the color wasn't updated or migration wasn't written, the human notices the absence, but AI models don't. And my approval means accountability. If prod breaks after the changes you approved, you can't tell AI reviewed it. My review is me signing my name on it. And selfishly, reviewing the core logic is where you stay sharp. If you outsource code review to an agent for a couple of months, then you'll get 2 reviewers who cannot review. Now finally, I read the code, but only the core bucket. And I'm asking the following questions in an order. First, does it do what ticket says? And does it include unhappy paths? Second, the blast radius. What else calls this? And what did author not change that maybe should be? Do they test the behavior or just test what the code does? And fourth, reversibility. If this PR is wrong, how hard is it to undo? So migrations, infrastructure changes, and API contracts get double attention. And when the author is an AI agent, I add 4 AI-specific checks. First, I hunt for invented conventions. Agents will happily add a new helper, a new pattern, or a new dependency, instead the ones that your codebase already uses. So check the repo for the things it's created. In half of the cases, something like that already exists. Second, distrust tests most of all. Agents generate tests from the same misunderstanding they generate the code. So check the tests against the ticket, not against the code agent wrote. Because if agent got requirements wrong, then the green test will confirm the wrong behavior. And check the edge cases the ticket does not mention. If you don't tell AI specifically to do something, it won't do. And if for your teammate something is obvious, for AI agent it might be not. And the last, delete before approving. Agent PRs are overbuilt and overcomplicated. They add unnecessary abstraction layers, configs no one asked about, and defensive code around impossible states. So the most common review comment on AI-generated code is not fix this, but remove this. And notice what I'm not commenting on. Naming, formatting, style, that's all a linter job. And it's especially pointless to review in agent-written code, because it's usually stylistically clean. And the last step of my code review process is to actually write comments, because the entire PR review workflow is useless if your comments will get ignored. So 3 rules here. First, label severity. Prefix every comment, blocking, question or need, so the author instantly knows what's the change request and what's just a suggestion. Second rule is request the changes on the behavior, not on the code. Comment like, this will double charge the user if retries, versus this function is a bit long, makes a big difference. And don't forget to say what's good. It's not just about being nice. You're encouraging things that you want to see in the PRs more. Now let's recap. Read the story, map the blast radius, run before you read it, go deep only on the core, and label your comments. 5 rules that help you to spend less time on PR reviews and catch bugs better. And as more code is written by the agents, reviews stop being a boring part of the job and becoming just the job. So the most valuable engineer now is not the one who produces more code, but the one that can look at the code and tell if it's actually right. And if you want the checklist version of this, I'll pin it in the comments below the video. And if your problem is the other side, writing the PRs that actually reviewable, I made a video about stacking PRs that is on the screen now. Don't forget to check it out too. And see you in the next videos.